Let's get the truth. Joining us now, Reverend William Barber, co-chair of the Poor People's Campaign. Reverend, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, and amen to the general. My dad, an old Navy man, would have loved to hear him say that, just like that.
Well, look, we need to hear it. We need to hear it from all corners. You didn't come here to talk about critical race theory. You came here to talk about something that is a theory, which is that there is a very critical moment for race in this country, which is if you don't stop these laws from abridging the right to vote, and there's almost none of them that makes it easier to vote, you are going to take us back to 1960, 1961, 1962. It was worth getting arrested for you. What do you want people to know?
Well, I want you to know, in a real sense, this is about the law, and you use that critical word, abridge. Today, I wasn't the only one that got arrested. White people from West Virginia and Kentucky and black people from the hood to the hollers came here, started in West Virginia last week by the hundreds, came here by the hundreds today to say, listen, S1 is what we want. 79% of even West Virginians want it. It sets minimum standards so that in our states, we've got minimum standards that these states have to abide by, and they cannot continue to abridge and undermine the right to vote. This is not just a black issue. It's not even Jim Crow pure, it's James Crow Esquire. Because when you start rolling back same-day registration, rolling back early voting, undermining mail-in balloting, putting limits on people even being able to get water, doing racist gerrymandering, class-based gerrymandering. You hurt black people, you hurt white people, you hurt Asians, natives, Latinos, young people, and the disabled. And so that's why we came in moral fusion to say this should not even be an issue. The 15th Amendment is the law of the land. No one has the right, no state, to abridge or deny the right to vote. We need same-day registration. We need early voting. We need people to be able to vote freely and fairly. And so the people led us today. And they said since Manchin and McConnell wouldn't answer them for a meeting, they wanted a meeting with their religious leaders and voting rights lawyers. And they said, we're willing to put our bodies on the line. This is not optional. This is not optional. We cannot have voter suppression in this country, and especially when we know the voter suppressors are the same ones that suppress us passing $15 living wage. They suppress health care. They suppress infrastructure that reaches all the way down and lifts up poor communities. And they end up hurting the 140 million poor and low wealth people in this country the most, and the 65 million poor and low wealth people who are eligible voters in this country, nearly 30% of the electorate.
And they want to make sure that people in schools, maybe even just college, get to learn how it's all connected and it is a part of systemic inequality. Reverend William Barber, I respect you for fighting the good fight, and that's what it is. Be well, God bless. We'll be right back.